Hello Libra, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I'm Kaya and this is going to be a video of a general tarot reading for your sign for July 2020. Real quick, if you are returning, you know that I had a schedule up and it got crazy. So I was like, I gotta change things around. So I've been taking the last week to kind of revamp everything. I have a brand new schedule in the description box below. I'm gonna be just doing weekly readings now instead of trying to catch up with like all the things that the planets are doing. That was insane because I do 12 videos each time I do this. That's crazy. So yeah, I have a new schedule up. That's the plan. So anyway, let's just get right into it. July. What's going on in July for you guys? I pulled an oracle message. Strength reversed. This just tells me it's time for you guys to recharge for whatever reason. Whatever's going on with you, it is recharge time. I'm feeling like maybe there's a little, maybe you were sick and you're kind of like, it's just a healing. Like you're just healing and recharging, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to stop trying to think of other words and I'm just going to get right into the reading. I also changed my scenery a little bit, as you can see, if you are returning. Oh, I got it. Duh, I know what I'm doing. I swear to God. All right, firstly, we're going to cleanse the cards because we have a lot of energy running through these cards and we want just Libras, just the Libs. Blank slate. All right, I'm gonna start her off with the Golden Universal deck. All right, Libra, what's happening? How you guys doing? How's your summer? Fabulous, I hope. Hopefully you guys weren't too sick or anything crazy. I'm just seeing some need for a recharge, but we're gonna find out what that is. 'Cause that could also mean integrity recharge. So there may have been something that you weren't proud of, but let's just see what the cards say, because I'm not gonna go, I don't know. Only time shall tell. I don't like to call myself a psychic, So, let's do it. We get the Knight of Swords reversed, Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, and then the Sun, which is the other, it's like the counterpart, these two cards, because they're both Leo cards. So, basically, like I said, I think you've kind of run your resources out. I think you it's possible that you were just kind of partying down and there was just a lot of like going for it and spending some money, and maybe your resources got depleted a little bit, your energy got depleted a little bit, staying up a little too late, partying down with your loved ones a little too late into the night, and now you're just recharging, and that's it. There's nothing like deep or difficult about it. I think that, maybe we'll see with the clarifiers, but just from this spread so far, I'm just seeing it like, yeah, you overdid it maybe for like a month, and you're like, you know what? I gotta chill. Because if you're the ones that are still in the overdoing it mode, maybe you need to hear that. You need to just take a little break there, Libra. You gotta chill out there, my friends. So let's get some clarity, because this does not seem very complicated to me. At all. This is the card that's the outlier. That's like the outcome I feel from this spread. And these are like energy depletion, financial depletion, drinking too much or partying too much, or just staying up too late, too many drugs, whatever y'all are up to. No judgment, no judgment. So yeah, I'm seeing some, just like, you're like, oh my God, I have been going at this way too much and I need to chill. So let's get some clarity, please, on this Knight of Swords, because that's what we're going to work on first. Energy depletion, or just like too much. You were just like going at it, like too like rash with your energy, just like too much energetic expenditure, and you're just tired, and I don't know. You're like, you weren't focusing on your self-care or like your cup being filled, and now you just feel kind of empty. Energetically speaking, so you got to recharge. So let's get some clarity here. Four of Cups reversed, Queen of Wands, and then the Six of Cups. So yeah, you kind of know, you've been acting a little, maybe you're like going through a growth spurt, emotionally speaking or spiritually speaking, and you're like, I don't know, like rebelling against it a little, where you're like, well, I'm still young, I can still fucking do this, I can still hang out and party, it's fine. But your higher mind, your like Queen of Wands mind is like, we know this isn't the right thing to do, but we're gonna do it anyway. And I think that you're just starting to be like, okay, like it's almost like, okay, I'm done with this. Like you have this moment of like, bring, I gotta cut the shit. Because you're like, I wanna grow past this point. And you wanna develop emotionally and maturely. And I don't see that I think that you just realized, because there's no shame in hanging out and partying. It's just that there comes a time in your life where you realize you're like, oh, this kind of keeps me from growing and like maturing emotionally and spiritually. And I need to kind of take the reins on that a little bit. So I'm seeing just the possibility that you're like, you know what, I want to be on a more mature path. And I don't think that these cards, this energy is what's going to get me there. So I think you're just recognizing like what maybe you need to sacrifice in order to bring yourself to a better place, maturity-wise and just life-wise, because, you know, maybe you're starting to think more longer term about your life and your future, and maybe that's something that you didn't really think about much before. And so you're really starting to see like, oh my God, I gotta stop spending like an idiot, you know, like that kind of thing. I gotta stop spending all my goddamn money because I gotta be saving that shit up. Because I do want a future. I do want a life. I do. Maybe you just got the idea that you're like, I want to buy a fucking house someday. So let's start to make those choices and those plans, because maybe you overspent, you know, something like that. So let's clarify this. 10 of Pentacles reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. 7 of Pentacles, and then the 2 of Swords. So yeah, you've got a choice to make here. And I think that it was blind to you. You were like, you know, turning a blind eye to the situation for a long time, because you did not want to move. You didn't want to move into the future yet. You weren't prepared. You weren't ready. You didn't know if you were really ready to like be a more mature person, because, you know, people get stuck in their patterns. It's okay. It happens all the time. So people get a little scared and they're like, I don't want to, you know, with more power comes more responsibility. So you're like, I don't want to make more money, because then I have more, you know, bills to pay and more responsibilities to deal with. But I think you're moving out of that because you've got a choice to make. You know, are you going to be more intelligent about your money? Are you going to grow your money and plant the seeds and really like reap the rewards eventually and have the patience? Or are you going to stay stuck in your like the emotional immaturity about it, where you're like, I don't want to grow up. I just want to be a kid, and I just want to be stupid about my money, and I just want to do whatever I want and not have to worry about it. Or like relying on money from your parents a lot, or like, you know, like where you're like, I didn't actually really need to do that this time, and now I'm like, huh. So yeah, I'm seeing some sort of like, you're recognizing, you're really growing, and then maybe it is integrity stuff that we're dealing with, right? Because you're repleting like your integrity when you're maturing this way and recognizing like, oh, you know what, I've been ignoring that I have a choice to make, because I'm scared to look at it, and like it's time to make that choice where you're like, you know what, I need to choose if I'm either gonna be just feel like a bum, or if I'm gonna feel like I'm actually making a concerted effort into my future and into my life. So that's a good place to be, because you recognize that that's even a choice that you can make. And a lot of people take a long time to even get to that point. So I'm proud of y'all. Proud of you, Leaves, just for that one thing. So then we have the 3 of Cups reversed. Now this sort of ties into the financial stuff, only because, and the energy stuff rather too. Only because if you're partying and staying up too late, you're spending money, and you're fucking exhausted the next day. Quite literally. There's no reading into that one that needs to be done. So yeah, a little too much indulgences here. You know, it's not helping your future. It's not investing in your future at all. If I see the 7 of Swords here, I'm gonna be like, yeah, what did I tell you? So yeah, I'm just feeling like you're not investing in your future, and you're just like staying still. Oops, Daisy. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I don't read jumpers unless they call out to me. And those did not call out to me. They made me get up, for Christ's sake. They made me get off my ass. I'm not friends with them. Just kidding. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's just get some clarity, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up about that. That's all I'm gonna do. Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Hierophant, of course. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Well, you know that it's time to get a fucking grip with your money. Yeah, I mean, you're overspending. I'm just seeing some indulgent stuff, and you're like, so we're overspending. We're not like planning for the future. We're staying stuck. You know, you're just staying still. You're staying at the exact same rate of like income and savings as you always have been at this point. That's what you want to break free from, because the Hierophant's coming in and saying like, you need a fucking plan. You need a routine. You need more structure. Like this guy is like almost like the police officer of you. He's like the money police for you right now. Your insides are like, you need a fucking rule or two. You know, you need some fucking rules. You need a fucking plan. It's time to get a budget going. If you haven't already done that, it's time to sit down, look at all of your income and all of your expenses for the next 6 months. Fucking map that shit out, because otherwise your bank account is in control of you, and you need to, why? It's money. You're in control of that shit. That is the goddamn truth. So I see some overindulging financially here. So it's just connecting now back to that one. Or maybe just, like I said, you're overindulging in some way, so you're overspending in some way. And the Hierophant is coming in like, fuck that. Shut it down. Shut that shit down. Get the kids out of the party. We're fucking sitting down, and you're going to money jail. You're going to money jail, because you got to learn the fucking ropes, because you've been keeping yourself pretty stuck in there. And I think it's good, because you're gonna, I think once you figure that out, it'll like, you know, it'll be quick for you guys, because you're smart, so you know how to goddamn handle it, and you know how to like sit down and balance things out. So that's your plan. That's where you're gonna be headed. It's really like, that's what I'm seeing is like, maybe the Strength card, the healing here has more to do with your internal like maturity and your financial issues. You really want to work on those, I think. And then we get the Sun card, so that's what makes me think that you'll be able to pick it up quickly, because we go from these cards of like, oh my god, it's kind of chaotic, I'm overspending, I'm over depleting my energy, what do I do? Sun card. Boom. So that's what makes me feel like it's not going to be like a long, drawn-out process. I think you actually know a lot of the information, and you might not even realize that you do. So I would give yourself a little bit more credit. I think you've picked up a lot more in your time on Earth than maybe you realize about saving and budgeting, and you also probably have some resources. You've got friends. You have the internet. You can just fucking research how to be good at this stuff, you know? So like I said, it's not going to take you very long. When you get to the Sun card, we're going to clarify that. That tells me that you're on a really good path, and it's almost like the, the light at the end of the tunnel sort of thing, but like you're at the end of the tunnel now. So you're like in full sun. Yep, 2 of Wands, the Hermit, and 5 of Wands reversed. I think that this is coming at a perfect time, because you might already be kind of like feeling like you want to take a break from partying or like going out, you know, and like seeing everybody. I mean, I don't know how much you're actually going out with the pandemic stuff, but you're on a new path. You're in a new plan. You got new plans for the future. You're looking out onto the expanse of the world, and you're realizing like, you know what? Keeping to myself and like staying with myself and really like renegotiating what it is I need to do. That's what's going to get you all the fantastic options and the things that you want to do, because I just feel like you're going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be so much of a night owl anymore. I don't want to be so much of a socializer or a partier. I'm going to like take a break, right? You're just taking a break from all your like your social calendar and your activities. And you're coming back to yourself. And you're going to be healing a lot of stuff in that time. It's really important and it's really awesome. And I don't see it being a big deal or very challenging, because I think, like I said, you're just ready to mature. You're not forcing anything on yourself. You're not like, I can't go out because like my internal money police told me I'm not allowed to, and so I have to just sit here and then get mad and pissy. You're not feeling that way. It's not going to be a challenge for you. You're really ready to make these steps and ready to be maturing in this way. And I think that is why the success comes about so quickly with that Sun card, because you're ready. I really do think that you're ready. You're ready to make these changes. And because of that, they happen rapidly. You're excited about it. And you're really going to be learning a lot about yourself. And that's the strength, I guess, that we're coming to. The strength reversed. Like you're healing. You're learning how to strengthen yourself and mature yourself and become more, you know, I don't know, more better to your future self and less indulgent. So I think that's fantastic. So now let's see if we've missed any messages. Is there anything else that we need to give to Libra? Or if there is any outcome cards that we need to see? Anything like that, man. What do we need to say to Libra for July? Emperor reversed, 10 of Wands, one more, and the Lovers. You're not going to be doing this alone, it looks like. I think you've got some people that are working with you. It's going to be, you're learning new responsibilities, so it's going to, you know, probably feel a little bit heavy, but you're not going to be alone in doing this. You know what I mean? And I think you're going to be almost a little tyrannical. But not in a bad way, in like in a really serious way. Like you're gonna be like, I'm like hierophanting my life now. Like I'm policing my own life, and then you don't even give a fuck. You're not sad. You don't miss anything. Doesn't feel like a difficult sacrifice. You're just like, I'm doing this thing. It needs to happen. But you're not alone because this guy's reversed, and then the Lovers show up. So you're with somebody else making this progress and making these plans, and you're taking on the responsibility together. And I think that's beautiful. So and if you aren't in a relationship or like living with somebody that you're working on this with, or have kids that you're working on this with, this could just be, you know, it's possible that you start to realize that you don't want to be alone anymore yourself. And part of your, you know, future, beautiful future that you want and like stability and stuff might involve another person. You might be getting back out there by the end of July in terms of like, I want to date again, but I want to take it seriously this time. And I want to be with someone that is reliable and responsible and somebody that I can build a life with and learn finances with or through. They could be somebody that's more mature than you and knows their shit and just knows how to take care of finances or just life things in general. You may learn a lot from them. You've got your own stuff to learn, so you're going to be working on that too. But I think you're just recognizing like, so if you aren't alone in this endeavor, you and this whatever other person is working on this with you, you might even have a roommate and you guys want to move and you're like, we need to take this really seriously, so let's save money and not go out so much. Because I would always party with my roommates. Super fun. Until I matured. Now I don't do that or have roommates. So yeah, if you're working with another person, it's going to come very easily and that person's going to be ready for it too. I don't see there being any struggle there. You're both going to be like ready to take on the responsibilities. And if you're single or on your own, living alone and doing your own thing and recognizing that these are the things that need to change, I think you're recognizing like, and I would like to invite another person into this. I'm ready for like a stable future. So that's awesome and beautiful. You're learning a lot, Libra. You're really maturing in July about some stuff that like, you know, there's always things to learn. Nobody's ever, I'm the most mature. I'm the best financial advisor. Like you never get to that point. There's always levels to everything. There's so many different like ways in which you can be mature or smart or an expert. And you're just working on one of those things right now. And I think it's going to be super successful and you're going to feel really inspired by it. And inspired to keep it going. So fuck yeah, Libra. Congratulations, y'all. I love it. I like the good vibes. And I hope you enjoyed your party time because hell yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, which I assume you did if you're still watching, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It really, really helps me out. It's the only thing there is. If, you know, nobody ever liked anything, I would just be doing this for no reason. And that sounds boring to me. So please let me know that you're into it, or if you know a Libra that would be into it, send them my way. And yeah, my new schedule, as I said, is in the description box below, as is my Etsy store. I do personal readings as well, and my Instagram handle, where I do hilarious memes, and I make a lot of them myself. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, Libra. I will talk to you in a week. Bye.